Alright, everyone, there's a lot of things I want to talk about today. Aljalaam Sterling's gets an injury that pulls him out of fighting anytime soon. Who cares? Conor McGregor might be gay, and Ariel is being annoying again and sticking his fat beaky nose into things that don't concern him. So yeah, let's kick it off. Let's get right into it. So Aljamain Sterling is the you may know him as the bantamweight champion of the world. He's also renowned for his amazing acting performances, such as the Titanic, Shutter Island, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Transformers 2, all those sort of films. He's an actor and a champion. He's one of a kind. But he has torn his bicep training. He's revealed this injury, and he says that he'll be out of a fight till about to about April. April, he won't be there then. It'll be after that. So we're going to have a bit of an Aljo free time. We've got some time on our hands without a bantamweight champ. Now, obviously, right, it does suck that he's injured and whatnot, but there's a few things that I want to get off my chest. One, I mean, who really cares? Like, it's nothing massive. I just think, he just won't be fighting within the next 4 or 5 months, and then he'll be back after that. And I'm not a massive, I don't know a lot of diehard Aljo fans or a lot of people who are really trying to see him fight anytime soon. I mean, it's not his fault. His entire legacy right now has been built off of things going very well for him and very wrong for everyone else. Well, I mean, look, we're looking at the Peter Yan knee, then we're looking at Peter Yan's corner not showing up and to tell him that he's losing the first 3 rounds of that fight. He goes to fight TJ with one fuck. TJ goes to fight Aljo with one fucking arm. I mean, it's just a goofy champ, and it's sad because it's not really his fault. And then after this was all said and done, we're looking at a Cejudo matchup after all this, and it's like, okay, well, say what you want about Cejudo now. I know he's looking a little bit fat, but Cejudo that shows up, that's a great win to have for Aljo. And then maybe people can start talking about his career as a fighter as opposed to his career as an actor. But it's just another dent in his road of things. He's just giving people another reason to get pissed off at him. And you know what? Right, quite frankly, right, like I said, I don't really care. It's annoying but I'm sure, everything will be fine. I think we've got a few matchups to sort out in the meantime. We got Sanhagen and Chito Vera coming up soon, so that'll sort, that'll give us a little bit of clarity. We'll have a strong number one contender there. You can make Yan fight Marab, and hopefully Yan kills him. And then you can also, I mean, if you really want to have a Cejudo matchup, Sean O'Malley tweeted out about still wanting it. So it's annoying that Aljo's injured, but we're not left without direction. We're still given a pretty clear idea of what's going to happen because out of Henry Cejudo, you couldn't really give Aljo an opponent. So I don't really think it gets in the way of that much. But I do want to talk about. All right, I really do not like Aljo. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of how he fights. I'm not a fan of how he's handled being a champ. But I will say this: you cannot call for him to get the fucking belt taken away from him. I think there's a massive amount of hypocrisy there. That the same people who are telling Aljo that he should get the belt taken away from him. If Yuri didn't vacate, I can guarantee you would not be saying that about Prohaska. And neither would I, because I prefer Prohaska as a fighter way more than Aldo. But you can't sit there. He fought a few months ago. He is an active champ. He fought in April before October. He's not doing it. As much as I don't like him, it's not like he's doing it on purpose. Even Garnu can fucking hold a belt for a year, if not, it'll probably be a year and a half at this rate without fighting. Then, then Aljo can have 5 months without doing anything after coming off a win against a contender anyway. So that's there. And then in other news, we have Conor McGregor potentially being this sussiest fighter of 2023, and we're only in January, and we're only in the first half of that. Conor McGregor's likes. If you went on Conor McGregor's likes yesterday on Twitter. Oh, I saw it. Unfortunately, there was a video, and it's a yeah, it's just gay porn basically, and that's in his likes. So I shouldn't really have to. There's not, I shouldn't have to explain why that's weird and not allowed. But it's not a good look for him, really, is it? We're talking about him coming back, and people are going on his Twitter every day. Oh, what's he getting up to? They scroll over to his likes. Oh, okay. So I doubt it's. I like to believe that something stupid's happened there. Either he has, for some reason, gone onto that part of Twitter, not accident. You know what I mean? Maybe he was looking at something else. He clicked on a page, and when he was trying to get off that page, he clicked like. That probably didn't happen. What has happened, I hope, is that he's just been hacked. I mean, and those things do happen. And Conor is, that is a page that you'd want to hack if you wanted some fame and some notoriety as a hacker. So I can see why people would go after him, because it does make him look stupid as well. And it just annoys me though, in a weird way, because I doubt it's obviously not him. Well, I'm just going to assume that so I can sleep better tonight. But it just gives people more ammunition to fucking fire at him. Conor can't tweet. Conor could fucking tweet about, I took my son for a walk today, and people would start kicking off about, tap like chicken and you watch gay porn. I mean, the second one's obviously a lot more justifiable to bully someone about, but it's just, it's not a good look for him. I think it's a massive deal. I think he stays off Twitter for a while, and then the whole thing gets cleared up. I imagine he was hacked, but it's just something funny I wanted to talk about. I don't think anyone was expecting that from his Twitter. I know his Twitter's been a bit rampant. Well, it's been rampant for the last year and a half, but I don't think any of us are expecting gay porn in the likes of the double champ. And then finally, just to round off this little update, Dana obviously had his interview because of the fights coming up with Strickland and the French guy. And in that press conference, he did what we knew he made points that he's already made. It's just like, I should be held fully accountable for what I did, and yada yada. He's just claiming it, and he's like, but for all the people coming at me, I've got shit to say about them as well, yada yada. Now, obviously, when the initial like self-defense slap came out, which is what we're calling it, because his wife hit him first. You should never hit a woman, but she did hit him first, so he should have done something, but he probably shouldn't have. He probably shouldn't have hit her back. Either way, so when that gets out, Ariel fucking cries like a woman on his little show, and like puts out like a piece for like a domestic abuse hotline, which is just fucking ridiculous. Like, and then Dana's obviously, he's keeping it tongue in cheek, but he's talking about that. So then Ariel gets word of this, and just starts. I'm not really gonna. He just starts crying basically again, and like bringing up a bunch of bullshit and trying to make it a whole big thing. Where right, is it bad, and should Dana have done it? Yeah. No, hang on. It's bad, and he shouldn't have done it. But it's not like, if you watch the video, you get a pretty good understanding of what happened. He's not like fucking John Jones in, head kick and then brutal elbows on her, and then his kids are like calling the police. There's nothing like that. It's just a stupid drunk incident, which he clearly regrets. And I just think Ariel's been a bit of a bitch about it. Obviously, he's going to take every opportunity he can get to, piss off, to get pissy with Dana. But I just think the whole thing's a bit pathetic. I think Ariel knows what's happened there as well, and he just needs to, he's very anti-Dana and anti-UFC. So anything that Dana says now recently, I think Ariel's just going to be licking his lips and putting a piece out about it, where he just needs to, it just sort of clears up that. It should just sort of clear up the whole thing. It's not a massive deal in the end. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I'll probably put something out soon about Strickland and Nasadina Mavov coming up. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.